get knocked down, but then get back up. They had to have long days and dark nights and painful disappointments and negative nightmares, but somehow they came to a place of faith. Okay, I'm trying not to shout, but I just got in somebody's address because let's keep it real. You've been trying to figure out what God is up to because you've heard the word, but it is not consistent with what's actually happening in your life because God is now trying to work out and work on your faith so that by the time you get to what God has for you, you can handle it with the hands of faith, knowing that God did it. But faith is something you've got to fight for and go through stuff to get to. Okay. I see what's happening. The brother who I told you about, John Washington, his name is John David Washington. John David Washington is the son of Paulette and Denzel Washington. And John David Washington, my sisters and brothers, recently was nominated for a Golden Globe Award for his lead role in the amazing movie by Spike Lee, Black Klansman. And he played the lead role in that, and he received a Golden Globe nomination 5 years after being so injured. He concluded, I'll never play football again. And watch this, he was injured, and because he was injured, that nightmare ended that dream. But I've discovered that where we come to an end is where God begins. I got to do that one more time. Whenever you and your dream come to an end, God says, that's your dream that came to an end. I got something much bigger for you than your dream. And my dream for you is going to get started when your dream comes to an end. And the next thing you know, you'll end up doing exceedingly abundantly above anything you can ask or imagine. I think I'll stop and give y'all a moment to get your praise on, because Paul ends the 3rd chapter of the book of Ephesians. Now unto him who is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all I can ask or imagine. Do I talk that fast? Because I gave y'all simple shout bombs. I'm going to talk slower now. Unto him who is able to do exceeding abundantly above all you can ask or imagine. I'm still talking fast. Now unto him. Now that's where you need to stop and get your shout on. Because once you know who him is enough by itself. Him will light your fire. Him will melt your butter. Him will bless your life. Anybody know him? I'm talking about him, heart fixer, mind regulator, burden bearer, bridge over troubled waters, doctor who never lost a patient, lawyer when you're in trouble, friend when you're lonely. I'm talking about him, Yahweh, Elohim, El Shaddai, Jehovah Jireh. Does anybody know him? Now unto him who is able. He is able. He'll wipe tears from your eyes. He is able. He'll make a way out of no way. He is able to do exceedingly abundantly above all you can ask or think. Y'all didn't shout. But is there a saint in the house who can say, you just gave my text? Because every now and then, God does stuff for me I didn't ask for. Every now and then, God opens doors for me I never thought about. So here it is. Here it is. God will give you a vision that's bigger than the big picture. And maybe I should have done this in the second service because my subject ain't original with me. My subject is from Drake. Drake has this line in one of his albums, one of his latest albums. And in this line, he says this, it messes me up. He says, I've always had a vision that was bigger than the big picture.
Oh, that's missing.
Okay. All right, let me talk to y'all. I've always had a vision. A vision. What's a vision? A preview of coming attractions. What's a vision? It's a video, an unfolding video of a preferable future to your present predicament. What is a video? A vision. A vision is God giving you a portrait of your not yet in the midst of your right now. What is a vision? A vision is something that is unforeseen, that meets a need in the not yet. That's what I'm saying a vision is. And so God will do. God will give you a vision of your not yet. And so Drake says that I've always had a vision that was bigger than the big picture. You didn't shout. The big picture. You heard that before. Don't miss out on the big picture. And Drake says, but my vision is bigger than the big picture. I like that because Drake is saying when you are a person of faith, you ought to have a vision that is as big as the God you say you worship. You ought to have a vision that is reflective of the God who you are worshiping, because when you have a vision that big, then your vision gets bigger than other folks' big picture. And so here it is. God says to Abram, I want you to know you're going to be all right. Because, here's your shout, because I'm your shield and your reward is going to be great. I'm talking too fast. What he says to Abram right there in the verse says that God spoke to Abram in a vision, and the word of the Lord came to Abram. Okay, God spoke to him in a vision, and then a word came in the vision. Okay, so God spoke in a vision, and then the word came through the vision. Because God said, Abram, I see what's going on with you. I've got to get, here's your first shout, a word for the wounded. And that's what God does when you've been wounded by disappointment. Disappointment will leave a scar of doubt, and the scar of doubt will cause you to lose the capacity to dream, because you've been disappointed so often. You're scared to dream. You've been let down so often. You're scared to step up. And so here comes the word to a brother who's so wounded he feels he cannot dream. Look what God does. God says in the dream or in the vision.
In the vision, I'll be right back.